Okay, so I think it's a very important question indeed. And I would look at it from two perspectives. The first perspective is the perspective, I'd say, of the producers, the ones who actually deliver the products, and the second perspective is actually of the consumers, the ones who actually use the products. And I think those two aspects cannot be just understood without each other. On the side of the producers, definitely is the way of securing inside the development process, in the way the product is designed, the way it's produced and then tested, to make sure that the whole supply chain of the components of the solution are meeting the specific security standards. And here it still again has to be adapted to the need. I mean, it doesn't mean that from now on every product has to have the same security level, because still security is adapted always to the risk analysis that you perform, and in the end it should reflect the potential risks and the potential threats that you're facing. So definitely you might have different range of products for the commercial end user, individual use, and definitely another set that might be for the ones that are used in the critical infrastructure. And here the transparency of the producers, the willingness to fulfill the strict criteria of the requirements of the certifications, different certificates, and also the willingness to be able to provide information the whole life cycle of the product. So not only in the way when it's produced, but also in the way it's updated, it's patched, that's developed, and with every upgrade there should be the need and the openness to share the information and to provide the relevant information, what has actually changed in the product. So it will be on the producer side. On the consumer side, then, of course, what is important is the awareness that the digital products create a lot of chances in terms of the possibilities in terms of business individual use, but of course possess also some threats, some risks. And there must be some it's very nicely termed as some cyber hygiene on the user side as well. So some actions that you have to, and the precautions that you have to take in terms of the passwords, the way how you behave in the network, some standard rules, and this knowledge has to be distributed in such a way that the people themselves do not create such risks, because we are not able actually to avoid the risks, the threats. They will be, they will exist ever. I mean, and they will not cease. But at the same time, if we behave correctly, we can, keep the risks to the minimum. I think here the key, I would say, the integrating factor, the something that might actually promote the cooperation, I would say, are in three aspects. So the first of all is the what we call the cyber threat intelligence. So like knowing the situation, the threats in one country, and sharing it as soon as possible with another one. Let's assume the risks and so provide some counterattack or some resilience to it much faster. If it's actually not distributed, this information is not distributed evenly around the countries, then some of the countries just may be left exposed, much more exposed than others. Another one would be it's the typical, say, research. Here again, you might think that bringing together some country with a good infrastructure, with good engineers, but then with some other scientists from another country, some experience from another company, from another state, brings what makes it creates and some synergy, which would not be possible to create if you just were just confined to one country and the competence of one country. This is specifically true in Europe, when actually we have some, I would say, some islands of scientific experience, expertise, but in the end, not enough capacity, not enough also financial funding to really come up with some breakthrough experiments and breakthrough new products. So only here cooperating together, that's what makes it gives us the possibility to really be in line and be in this race against the other big tech giants.